All right, you guys. So I'm going to be talking about Warhammer, man. And the reason why this is even on my radar, I think it's mostly because of Henry Cavill's role in the Warhammer series that is soon to be on Netflix. Hopefully, they say that. I've heard information saying that Henry Cavill is the star of Warhammer. He's going to springboard us into the world of Warhammer, and on top of that, he has an executive producer role, which is pretty exciting because I heard he's such a big fan of this type of this universe. That's been around since the '80s. There's so much lore concerning this story that um, I think that it's just a no-brainer. Honestly, it's a no-brainer to make, and it looks cool. I've never played it. I've never played the I've never played the board game of it. I've never played the the video games of them. And I haven't read the books, but I'm super excited because I know enough about it. I'm 35, and for as long as I can remember, Warhammer 4K has been a thing. And I heard there are thousands of books. So that means there's a lot of source material, which brings me to why I made the video. It looks cool. If they can really put some money behind this, which Amazon has, and they could put some real writing behind it, they could have a series that could last easily a decade. And so I heard recently that the people at Amazon and I was about to say Kevin Feige, not Kevin Feige, but soon to be a new Kevin Feige, Henry Cavill, are kind of at odds right now because they're trying to figure out how to. Henry Cavill wants to stay true to the Lord because he is a Warhammer 40K enthusiast in the spare time, and he's adamant on talking about that, because that's obviously his interest, and he, as an executive producer, he wants to keep true to the lore of the story. And I heard that Amazon Prime might be trying to insert a little bit of some wokeness up in there. We all know what it is, so they're trying to make it a little more modern for the times. And I don't think that's what you should do, considering that there's so much damn lore about it. Honestly, if you just stick to the source material that is already interesting as it is, it's a no-brainer. This, you know, this IP has been around for, I think, almost 40 years or over 40 years, and the fan base seemingly just keeps growing and growing. You know, uh, I'm intrigued. As soon as I found out that Henry Cavill was a part of it, I was intrigued, and I heard that's what Amazon Prime is banking off because there's several videos online where Henry Cavill is showing his enthusiasm for the board game collectibles.
One of your hobbies, and he's got a lot of them, ladies and gentlemen. One of your hobbies is you paint.
Makes me sound weird.
Well, well, you do have more hobbies than the average man, I'd say. But you paint. Is it World of Warcraft?
Warhammer.
Warhammer. I'm a fool.
It's Warhammer, Greg.
Okay, Warhammer. So what? So you paint by hand?
Yes, yeah.
Does everyone do that, or can you buy them already
no,
painted?
you have to paint them, but it's just how much effort you put into it.
And you put a lot of effort.
There's the painting, modelling side of the hobby, and then there's the gaming side of the hobby.
Okay. And when you paint them, what do you do with them then, Henry?
Then you put them together in little armies and you fight against someone else's army.
Everything that has to do with this franchise that is Warhammer 40K. And, he's in a back and forth for Amazon Prime, I heard, with trying to just get it right, trying to stay close to the source material as he can, And I respect that because there's so many IPs out here that just get taken, by these big companies because they know that people will come because they see that big name in lights, and they know fans are already dug in, to what to what the IP is, and they know they're already going to get some money. you know, in return for just having the IP. And so I think as a result, sometimes a lot of companies kind of half-ass it. I got my cats running around the house. I think as a result, a lot of companies half-ass it and they give us half of what we want, but they make it modernized. They scrap ideas that honestly would have made the story even better if it stayed close to material, source material. So I really appreciate Henry Cavill doing that for, IP that he loves. I think that should be more of a normal thing. I'm hoping it's more of a normal thing as we go along here. And yeah, I'm wishing him the best of luck. Are you guys excited about 40K? Do we have any Warhammer 40K fans out there on my channel? You know, I I have never, like I said, I've never been into it like that, but it's, as far as like fantasy fiction goes, it's kind of right in my wheelhouse, which is, you know, um, yeah, it's kind of right in my wheelhouse. I'm thinking of a game that I used to be really fond of with my cousin. He would play it on PC. I'm trying to remember what it was. I'll have to come back to it. I'll remember it. I'm going to remember it. The only thing that I actually remember about it is that there was these aliens called Zerglets. Zerglets. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about, man. StarCraft. Yes, StarCraft. I think, I really enjoyed StarCraft. And you guys will think what you want to think, but I will say that I think that fits right into the same wheelhouse of interest, StarCraft, Warhammer 40K, monsters, demons, different realms, different species, different planets. I'm all for it. Hopefully, like I said before, hopefully Henry Cavill, can, do what he wants to do, because I heard they're on actually a time crunch. Because it's Amazon Prime. There's they get IPs, and you only have so much time to get IPs right, and from my understanding, there's a lot that goes into that, but yeah, they're working with the people that are the creators of Warhammer and working with Henry Cavill. Amazon Prime is. So there's a lot of people that they're trying to appease, while also appeasing what they want to do, which is, from what I've heard, make it a more modernized take. Certain, like, for example, certain soldiers that are just strictly male, that have gone through experiments, physical augmentation. Henry Cavill wants to keep specific characters true to the story, and I heard that Amazon Prime wants to insert certain roles for women in roles that are predominantly males, and so I don't agree with that. I think it should just be a situation where you just stick close to the material. It's a big world. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of roles that women play in this Warhammer 40K experience, this IP. So hopefully they get it right, and they do it right. So I'm wishing Godspeed to Henry Cavill, because it looks interesting. Just look up Warhammer 40K and just think, what would that look like if it had Amazon money behind it, and they got a series show going, and they had Henry Cavill really giving us what he believes is the fairest, truest depiction of Warhammer 40K. I think it might make me, read some of those books at my local library. Who knows? That's the point, though. So you get into it. So why not have someone that really knows what they're doing? And as far as inclusivity is concerned, excuse me, I can't speak. I'm pretty sure Henry Cavill knows roles that women play within that IP. I'm sure he does. So, yeah, hopefully that works out for him. But, yeah. Are you guys excited?